What's going on, Blazed Canna episode? What is it? 16. Look at that, bro. We're going strong now. That's a lot of weeks. Today we got the Morenci guys with us, the Morenci Brothers. I always say the Morenci guys. I don't know why. The Morenci Brothers. Introduce yourself, man.
So I'm Noah Kunzelman. I'm the marketing and the designer for Morenci, run the packaging.
Dave Kunzelman. I'm one of the owners.
Look at that. We brought the big boys out. So Morenci Brothers, how did it come about? Where did it come from? Where did the idea come from? I know you said you did the marketing. What made you want to go? What made you guys go with the name?
So we're actually out of Morenci, Michigan, which is the town that's from.
Big town, right?
Yeah, huge town. So I didn't get a choice in the name for Brothers. Actually, I came in afterwards. So
it's actually my partner. My partner came up with the name.
Were you guys brothers?
No. He's just super good. Super good buddy. He came up with the name. We had to have something, and he thought we were all brothers.
Like brothers. Okay, I like it.
Came up with a name.
Signifies unity. That's a cool thing.
I got the LLC.
So what year did it get kicking? What year did it start?
2017.
2017. It started out as a grow?
No, we started out as a dispensary actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay. And then it changed direction?
We always wanted to get into manufacturing, into the grow, but at the time we got our license, the barrier to entry was a lot easier on the dispensary side. So we figured if we could get lucky enough to get a dispensary license, we could then have the rubber stamp for a grow at some point. So we got that going, and then simultaneously we started work on the grow.
Being someone who's been on both angles, meaning the grow and the dispo, what were your likes? What one do you like more? Do you like the grow more, you found?
I like the grow more only because, like I said, my background is, I don't know if I said, my background's in manufacturing. So the retail side of it was something I really didn't have a lot of experience in. So I always gravitated more towards the grow.
Which one do you like more? Were you only involved in the grow part?
Yeah, I came in last summer. So I moved home from Florida. I was living in Florida.
Weed ain't the same down there, baby.
COVID,
they don't treat it the same down there. Speaking of weed, shout out to homie at Skunk Works for hooking me up with these tart pops. Got it from Vibes.
Gotta give it a little.
Gotta give it a little shot. People always ask me, bro. I get that's probably the number one thing I get asked. Like whenever I do a live anything, like, what are you smoking on? So I'm trying to get in the routine of even just saying it. Like a lot of times lately, I've been trying Skunk Works. I smoke a lot of your guys' slurricane. So just trying to smoke that good. So anyway, you've been on both angles. You've done the dispo. You've done the grow. Are you happy you switched over to the grow then?
Yeah. I mean, that was, like I said, that was our passion right from the beginning. Since then we've actually got a couple partnerships going where we're kind of back into the dispensary business, but our real passion is the grow.
Inside of the grow, what is would you say, like, you guys are right now? You're running how many? Do you know how many strains you guys are running?
Almost
8.
Oh, what are you talking?
8 this week.
Yeah,
8
this week.
Okay. So in the facility, you're saying you have about 20. Yeah. You have 8 dedicated coming up. Is that what we're saying? So will we see Morenci continue with the same strains? Or are you guys trying to dial in a certain line, like Morenci be known for these 8 strains? Or are you guys trying to offer new variety all the time? Or is it still in the air?
No, we're always bringing in new strains. But we do have our signature ones, like Skittles, UK cheese, Slurricane.
Yeah, I'd say I knew you guys for the Slurricane. Yeah. I feel like there was a couple people that dropped Slurricane. You had you guys, Viola. I did not really like the Viola one. It was your guys has had the good bud structure to it. It hit right. We did the collab with that one.
Yeah,
right?
that was what we did the collab with.
Yeah. So we were able to blow the potency through the roof. I really enjoyed that one. That was a great strain. Are you guys starting from seed, or is it more of a clone situation? Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. So are you guys looking for new genetics? If someone sees this and wanted to get with you guys on Instagram about possibly doing genetics, is that something you guys would be open to hearing out?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So make sure you add these guys on IG. If you're somebody who's got to grow, you want to see your genetics make it to the metric world, these guys may be someone that could make that happen.
Yeah, that would really be my partner Ed and our operations guy Ryan.
No guarantees. Just reach out, see if it's possible. I'm just saying they're open to hearing the idea, which is cool because a lot of people are like, fuck no. Like not even no, fuck no.
Nah,
so
I think we're always honestly any collab, like it could be. Like
that's how we linked up. Yeah,
we did a collab
we were
with you.
chit chatting. We was like, "Hey, bro, what you think of sending the flower?" You're like, "All right, let me hear it out." That was cool how that worked out.
No, I know. It's just,
I hope we still get to do that 5-pack one day, bro.
We will.
I think the market just has to be more of an an adapted market for what they want. And that's not, like right now, bro, I was telling people the other day, like the number one thing we're selling at our dispo, like even just on like the few sales we've done to start out is Moon Rock pre-rolls or our high testing pre-rolls.
Yeah.
Ours, I know they're already going to be sold out, right away. So I think that's going to be a big thing in the future, bro. Like people like that. The pre-rolls like don't really have a good name. I feel like people are like, man, I don't really know about that. But then you tell them it's like a Moon Rock or an infused pre-roll. They're like, oh, all right. Because, they see I hate to say it, but they see the percentage and they just have that instant feel that they can trust that. Which I hope eventually we get to a time where people come in and they actually want a strain. They don't go so much. I mean, no one wants to smoke a 10%er, right?
Yeah.
But I want them to come in, bro, and this is like my dream and vision, where they're like, you know what? I know I like Starburst so much. What is like the Starburst strain? And then people can be like, it's these. And it's not so much like, oh, well, what's a test? It's like,
No.
man, let's get to like where people care about like the effect, you know what I mean? More than just the THC effect.
I think.
So, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. I just think that what it comes down to, the big issue is like, if you focus only on like the THC side of it, there's so many. Like, it's such an individual experience, So one strain someone might like. It's almost like some people like vanilla or some people like chocolate. Like I mean, I know it's a very dumbed down version. But like,
what have you seen as been your most popular light strain? Either one of you guys can answer, but do you have one that you've heard the feedback from people has been like real positive?
Durban Poison we cannot keep in stock.
So the Durban Poison,
Yeah.
what does it averagely test, if you don't mind me asking?
Right now it's just under 20, but it's been as high as like 27.
Okay, so it is a high 20 tester.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So what is the feedback you hear? They just love the taste, the effect. Like, what is the effect, or what is the feedback that you hear on that one?
The terpene profile on it is actually off the chart.
Did you have it tested?
We have everything.
Yeah, we have everything tested.
So what is the like? What was? Can you
It
recall?
was
one?
I want to say
3?
It was like 2.5. I want to say.
So
but-
almost a 3% on flour, correct? Not
Yeah.
concentrate.
Right.
Pause for the cough. So, have we done a collab with you guys on concentrate?
No, not yet.
We got to get that in the works.
I
That'd
know,
be so
right?
cool. We got to get that slurricane and concentrate form. Have you guys done that collab with anyone else? Have you?
Yeah, we've done several where we sell them our biomass. It's worked out really well. Really
Is there
good
any
people.
that you know that are on the market for anyone that would want to try it?
True North is one of our.
Shout out the
one of our
homies. They
partners.
put out decent product every time I've tried it. I actually just got their Traverse City Cherry dropped it. Yeah. Minor distraction. What's up, G? Hey, what's up, Jay? What's going on? Look at you repping them now officially?
You want to eat one on
You're repping them officially, right?
Yeah.
Get on here.
let's grab some samples.
Shout out the homie coming on as a guest appearance real quick. I ain't got him mic'd up, so it's not gonna work. Come cut through real quick, bro. What's up, G?
How you doing, bro?
Just doing a little podcast. What's
How's it
going
going, man?
on,
No.
bro?
Garrett?
Nice to meet you.
Dave, good to meet you, man.
So this one of the
What's up,
homies, you
guys?
may recognize him from other places. He got some
This
new
is the
things
fire.
going on, so.
This is my favorite.
Hey, hold up, what you got? Let me make sure
We
you don't
got a
got my
Take
favorite.
420. We got a s'mores. Strawberry.
Haha, you do. Sorry, I got to trade out.
There you go.
Trade
Which
out,
one
baby.
You guys want to take
Trade
420?
out.
Take 5? The fire. Sure. Then we got these other flavors we're rocking too.
Always strawberry.
Heck yeah, man. I'll just post this up right here.
Thanks, brother.
Big shout out to homie. Big shout out G for coming through, bringing us some edibles live on the scene. Make sure you check him out on his page too. Big shouts out to homie.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so continuing on, fun guest appearances happen like that. What do we see next from Morenci Brothers? Are we going to see, if they have, did you guys recently see Pinnacle Emporium through that event in Addison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they had vendors out. Unfortunately, I know we didn't get to come. I don't believe you guys got to go. Could we expect to see Morenci Brothers and stuff like that in the future? Is that a
We had one planned, but COVID kind of shut it down.
Oh,
a
it's
little
so
bit.
hard, bro. You ain't got to explain.
Yeah.
So people can expect if they do want to meet you guys that you will be at some of these events
Oh,
in
yeah.
the future when, the world restores some.
Yeah.
We were actually just at an event last Saturday.
Walk us through it. How was it?
It was awesome. I mean, one of the things I love about this industry.
Was it the Soaring Eagle event?
No, it was at it was a summer bash, and it was. You remember Bud Express? I think
Yeah.
I told you about them a few times. They hosted a little something for the town and whatnot too. But yeah, no, there was Classic Roots was out there. Sugar House, do you know Sugar House? Like
Yeah.
Earl King, Waypoint, and all them. just such good people. And honestly, that was the one thing I loved was just being able to meet a lot of the people because we have a ton of flower.
What was the energy out there? Was it a good turnout? 500? Like how many people were we talking?
There's a few hundred people there.
A few hundred people outdoor.
Yeah, outdoor.
Good energy.
Yeah,
Tons of good energy.
they were having it's in a town called Cassopolis. It's kind of a smaller town, but it's got a really cool lake in it, and they used our parking lot. They used the parking lot of Bud Express for overflow parking. So they were shuttling people back and forth to this party. So they were always, constantly revolving door going in and out, getting product, we were giving away stuff. We had a folding thing where you throw a football, knock over the bowling pins. People loved it.
Really? So there was like different. It was more than just people set up with tents. There was actually like events and stuff that went on.
Yeah, we had a little event going on.
That's
it was
cool.
Good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Gave away these
little boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! A beach bash. That's pretty cool. That reminds me of like the old days. I always tell people it'd be cool to see people do towels again, like beach towels.
Oh yeah, it's a good
That's
idea.
cool.
Have to bring them back, eh?
Bring back the old school stuff.
When we do the party, when you do the little pre-roll pack, we'll have to make a little beach towel as well.
See that?
Yeah, almost died.
That would be sweet. So what did you guys enter anything in the Cannabis Cup?
No.
Not this time?
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting entries, and I've been going through. My buddies at HOD hooked me up with a judge kit on it, and I've been going through, and it's so crazy to see the different different styles in which people are growing in Michigan based on their facilities. You said you guys had a facility down in Morenci. Mm-hmm. How big's the facility?
It's a total of 26,000 square feet.
Wow, that's a pretty big spot. So you guys, how many people work there? You guys got a pretty big staff?
We're occupying half of it. The other half we have leased out to another grower. But we've got about 20 people working down there. And then we have our office, our headquarters, is in Lake Orion, not too far away from where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like where we have our back office type stuff.
That's cool. So 20 people work down in the grow, down in Morenci roughly. Are they mostly local Morenci people?
All of them. Well, Morenci and the surrounding area.
Morenci's, what's the population there?
Ballpark. A couple thousand probably.
Right, so chances of getting the locals is slim. I mean, let's be honest, Michigan's got like 9 million people, so that's a very small town. It's like Reading. Reading is real small.
I'll tell you, Morenci, the reason we chose Morenci is, again, my partner is the one who found it. But they dedicated it, what used to be a bean farm, to become a cannabis park. And there's, I want to say there's probably 19 or 20 people operating in there now.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's that street that like leads
Hammond
behind
Street.
the dispos, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Dispo Row.
Yeah, exactly.
Grower Ave. So, did you know Morenci? Have you been to Morenci prior to cannabis coming there?
No.
Okay, I hadn't. That's why I was going to hope you had.
Yeah, no.
Do you feel that cannabis changed that city a lot in a positive way? I feel like it brought a lot of jobs because we're talking about a whole area of
definitely
cannabis employers.
I think it definitely did. It also helped the local, like the local restaurants and things like that. Because there's more people in the area.
Morenci sees probably a lot of traffic from Ohio. Let's just be real here, right? It is a mostly adult use city, probably. Mm-hmm. And Ohio is 2 minutes away? Can you throw a rock in Ohio?
yards.
Is that what we joked about?
I think it's 800 yards away.
So, damn near way closer than I want to be to Ohio. No disrespect to Ohio. I don't really like to travel to states that don't have adult recreational laws. I try to avoid them like the plague. People I'm friends with hate it. They're like, oh, you never want to go on trips unless it's Vegas or Cali. I'm like, well, Arizona.
I love AZ.
AZ's wild, wild west, brother. Great times out there. So did you guys, when you guys got your grower, you guys have a couple different cultivators, master growers?
Yeah, we had one.
Were they growers in the past?
Yeah, caregiver.
Okay, that's awesome to hear. So were they able to give a lot of insight, do you feel like, into the grow?
Yeah, definitely helped us get started.
That's a great thing to hear, man. It's always cool to see local people support local people, like we were talking about in your facility, being in Morenci, that you guys can employ Morenci people. That's awesome. So what's next with the graphic work, bro? What are we going to see? Are we going to see Mylar bags? What is next from Morenci Brothers? So, tell us.
So I'm super excited about this. We got a lot of... Honestly, it's almost like a full-blown rebrand. It's kind of in the works.
A full-blown rebrand. So we're going to use your phone. This was the former logo?
The logo's going to stay the same.
Logo staying the same.
Logo staying the same,
Current
probably.
logo. Staying the same, but getting tweaked?
It's not necessarily getting tweaked. Currently, I wouldn't say we don't really target.
Shit is stupid, bro.
We don't really have like a, everyone has their niche and their target.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing coming in, I didn't really like think about that too much, but now that I've had some time to really, build up my experience in like marketing and branding and whatnot, I've realized, you don't want to target everybody. You don't target everybody. You got your guys set.
Oh, yeah, I know
group.
Why try to grab people that don't have an interest in gravitating to you?
Exactly.
You have from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed to accomplish what you want. There's no 9 to 5. There's none of that bullshit. You literally have that time, right? If you're wasting that time on focusing on somebody that's never going to agree with you, never even possibly considering you, why do it, right? The same as with marketing, in my opinion. And everyone's different. That's the great thing about marketers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like a lot of great marketers that have come up because they've known what to target. You can't hit something if you don't know what you're aiming for.
Without a doubt.
Bro, 100%. So then you tell me that, so I'm going to ask you another probably hard question. What is the projected target? You don't have to say this is what we're going for. What are you visioning that you guys go for? And it doesn't have, you're not committing to that right now. You're saying what you think it might be.
So, one thing I did is actually we have some good connects in dispensaries and whatnot. People that we've made contacts with. So I called them up and I just talked to them because we don't have any prepackaged products. They obviously already have a ton of prepackaged products. Covert cups. You shout them out. I love the packaging. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is they have this packaging on their shelves. Do they like it? Does it sell well? Does it apply to who's coming into the dispensary? Does like the packaging represent who they're buying for or who's buying from them? And I just asked the dispensary owners these questions. I gathered some pretty insightful data, if I'm being honest with you, and I think I'm working my way around to figure out how I can target that main
Data
group.
is everything, bro.
Exactly.
So, it's funny you say that because I was asking people a lot about our collab and what they were like, what I could do different. And I'm about to make this come to light. I'm just waiting for a few more things. Beamer, one of my actual homies, is going to hook us up with these to do the collab. He's going to come through with it to have his name on the box. Nice. And we're just waiting for the full metric proof compliance test because once I know these will pass, a lot of people want to smoke backwards. This is what I heard from a lot of people. Well, that's not possible in Michigan. They're not going to let us use tobacco wraps with a cannabis product. It's never going to happen. This will be the closest thing we can get to target that. So it's funny you say that because, you look at how many pre-rolls are in the market, right, bro? We talked about infused pre-rolls, right? Now, when we go infuse one of these, there is no one else. It's going to be just like we did in the beginning, and then they'll copy us, of course. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny that you're actually doing that angle. I salute you for that because there's no better feedback. A lot of people want to go to shop owners. They want to go to those people, the highest up. You don't really get the best feedback a lot of times from the highest up people in an organization because those highest up people in the organization circle normally isn't the same circle as the actual direct buyer. Yeah. And a lot of people don't look at that angle. So I prop you for actually looking at that angle because there's nobody more engaged in selling cannabis in the state than bud tenders. There's no argue that. People can argue it all they want. There's really not. Not in the legal world, at least. There's no one that's, doing it technically bigger than them. They see, if you go to some of these shops, they see up to 1,000 people a day, let's say, right? That's a lot of interactions. Oh, yeah. Let's just say hypothetically, there was a sign that I used to see. And it would say, for every bad experience, they tell 15. For every good experience, they say 3. So let's multiply 1,000 times, let's just say by 5, right? Yeah. That's 5,000 people that hear about you a day if done correctly. Yeah. It's important, like you said, that message is A, delivered correctly, and B, delivered to the target market. Because if you don't hit that, where are you going to be? Exactly. So, no, I salute you that.
We definitely try to interact with the bud tenders as much as possible.
They're one of the most underappreciated jobs in this state.
Oh, without a doubt.
And, like I said, at the end of the day, their interactions really are the only thing you can gauge on unless you're going to stand there and hear it yourself. You can run feedback polls. You can do all kinds of extra stuff. But that right there, when we talk about front line, that's really as front line as I feel like you can get.
Without a doubt.
So what is the feedback you've heard from Morenci Brothers? What have you heard they think that the target for you guys is?
So a lot of a lot of what we've heard is, I guess if you wanted to like, are you talking about like the ideal, like the custom? You want like a
So when you ask the bud tenders, what is it that Morenci Brothers should do? Are you hearing bags? Are you hearing jars? Are you hearing deli style? Like, what are people telling you? Like, what do you hear?
I'm gonna be honest. I hear a lot of people say a lot of people want the jars, obviously, but they understand jars and glass. It adds up pretty quickly for packaging and whatnot. So they think the best thing to do is just have it prepackaged, like whether it's a bag or a jar.
Well, let's be real. Doesn't that essentially benefit the brand? A
Without
lot of
a
these
doubt.
brands want to raise the price so significantly to pre-pack their product. And it's actually, when you look at it from a marketing standpoint, it's pretty foolish.
Yeah.
Because yes, it costs more for the glass. But if you essentially only raised it by the amount for the glass, your name is now on a shelf.
No question.
Versus not on a shelf. I mean, bro, this where you can see it and this where you can't see, this versus that, which one do you know of? This is not even an option because it doesn't have a name there.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we came up with these. That's how Noah came
That's
up with
great.
the idea for the boxes. People were taking a 1 ounce and selling them in these boxes at, just to give it. That's really the only
Oh,
prepackaged.
so that's what came in there was an ounce.
Yeah, right.
So I didn't ever hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Maybe you
no,
told
we
me
didn't
that
because we
and I was
didn't tell
high
you.
as
No,
fuck.
we didn't say.
You're gonna watch me burn.
No, like my partner came up with the idea to put the the giveaways in for that beach bash we did.
No,
But
you know what else would be kind of cool?
My
man?
partner.
You could do that. You could put a couple things in there. You could put like a quarter, a couple joints. That actually could end up being a real cool concept.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could call it
like a Christmas present.
or like the beach package, bro. 2 joints, an eighth, and a pack of
Yeah.
You could make really cool packages. So was that something that bud tenders actually suggested, or was that something you guys came up with?
So I actually
Or a mix?
No, so it's actually, honestly, this was prior to before our social media and all that was pretty small, and I designed those.
So this was just something you crafted up?
A bit, yeah, it was something I crafted
You
up.
and some guys, or you?
No, just me for the
Yeah,
most
fuck it, then. Take that
hold
credit
on.
where credit's due, baby.
My old boy RJ, he helped me out too, but
Shout out RJ for coming through.
exactly. But so the thing I kept saying, I was like, how can we get it on a shelf but make it be different? Like someone's buying an ounce. That's a pretty big commitment to one brand, right? That's like a couple $100 probably.
Yes.
So I thought, why not? I wanted to throw some stickers in there originally, some terpene like cards of the actual strain they're buying and whatnot, stuff like that. Just so it really just gives them that experience. Like when you open an Apple, like you have an Apple phone right now.
Absolutely.
When you bought that Apple, it's an experience unboxing it, right? You get it's like, you take the thing out and then you got the
Actually,
stickers.
this was a really bad experience for me.
Oh, was it?
So I was visiting stores, as you see I do often, and my phone just quit working. Not this one, the old iPhone piece of shit. And bro, it was crazy. So like it just turned off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, it's COVID time. So I go into the Verizon store. And luckily, the girl that was working was a weed smoker, so she knew me, which was real cool. And she's like, look, you got to have an appointment. She's like, but I'm willing to like put you in as my emergency appointment right now.
Yeah.
She's like, because I know you're going to take care of me. Because, bro, she's looking at me. She knows, knew who I was from Instagram, luckily. She knew that clearly I live on my phone because I live on my phone. So she talked me into the watch. I don't have my watch right now. It's literally dead charging upstairs. But dude, she was like, listen, you got to have the watch. She says, because when the phone dies, the watch is separate. It'll still work.
Yeah.
You can still get your calls and your texts. I wish I would have knew that prior. So it's funny you say that though, but continue on.
Yeah, so I mean, really what I was saying with the box was my whole concept was just, like I said, it's a big commitment to buy an ounce from someone. So I just wanted to add a little bit more. I wanted to put some stickers in there, put like maybe, like you said, some papers or something like that, just kind of make it like a gift box, a little card about background of Morenci Brothers.
Throw some glass tips in there if you're selling it to Jay. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, and I mean, our community in Morenci, like I call it our MB fam. It's honestly like the engagement we get is just phenomenal. Like the amount of people that we have reach out to us every day. And I have mad respect for you too, for actually getting back with me when I first DM'd you that first time.
Yeah.
That, people, it's social media, so
Oh,
be
it's so
social.
hard. I get at least 100 to 300 messages every single day. So I know what you mean, bro. Like it's hard to get back to all of them, but like it's important. I try to work through them as often as I can, chip them down, But yeah, it was funny. We linked literally off the gram, and we got that first collab done. I know we had talked about doing the 5, but like the market that's not how the market was yet. But I enjoyed them, the 100s and the 200s we put out. We definitely need to do more 200s.
Without a doubt.
I feel like 200s were really like what people want. And it's crazy because like we were talking, bro, it goes down to potency, man. You know, they love those 200s. That's just like the flavor. It sounds like we need to do one with the Durban Poison.
The Durban Poison is really popular.
We need to do one with the Durban Poison. I got some really crazy THCA we can put in there right now. It'd be a real good time.
This is our packaging for pre-rolls, but check out what's inside there. My partner came up with this this vision that a fortune cookie. So we put a fortune inside there.
There's a joke. You trying to be funny on me? Oh.
There you go.
Oh, is it childproof?
Heck yeah.
I thought it was just an on-screw. Bro, I'm like sitting here about to break the shit. Oh, okay, so it doesn't.
You ever seen a pre-roll with a fortune in it?
Oh yeah, you talking about where you crack the cookie?
Yeah,
fortune cookie.
Places. Yeah. I get what you're doing. So you put a fortune, and that's kind of cool. That's different. I really like the box. That's probably my favorite thing that I've seen in a minute. That's pretty crafty, especially if you put the right stuff in it. Like you said, you can make it a really cool experience. So what are some other things we see coming? You got some other, so we're going to move towards the bag. Is that what you're going with?
I got the bag. I got a bag concept on my phone if you want to see it. I know we can't show it to the...
Okay, so will it be one bag to all the strains, or will it be a bag per strain?
So I love what we were talking about. You had the Hyman pre-roll upstairs.
Yeah.
I love that they do the individual bag designs for their strains. I think that's freaking awesome. My vision is more along, have you seen like the Stravinsky? You seen there?
Yeah.
I know I like the color, like how it's like they got the 3, I think it's 3 or 4 different total bag designs. I'm looking to do 3 bag designs and then a sticker that signifies what strain it is. You get kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be
just so when it's sitting on a shelf, it just looks like you're like, oh, that's a Morenci Brothers flower, and then it's got the strain name, and the actual bag designs are dependent on the strain type. So if it's a hybrid,
okay, so we'll have some different features to it.
I'm looking to do 3, and then pre-rolls. I got a pretty cool idea coming. I want it to almost honestly be like think of like you have your toolbox. I want it to look like a wrench or something in a toolbox. And the dream is to get on a shelf, like a box like this, make the box look like a toolbox, and then just have the pre-roll sitting right there. I think that I was sitting on the dispensary shelf, that'd look really clean.
Good point of sale.
Yeah, ill.
The pre-package is definitely something that we've gotten feedback on that people want to move towards, especially because how the whole taxation is on a dispensary. The more cost you can push into cost of goods sold, obviously the better you are financially.
Right, true.
So we have people that are asking us for pre-package. But our facility was never really set up for it in the beginning, but it is,
You mean the area to package it?
Yeah, the packaging.
So you'd have to set up like a little area.
Yeah. We just maximized the grow space. We wanted to fit as many plants into that envelope as we could. But
I gotta find out whatever the fuck that is
now-
because it don't have the fucking stamp. Fucking unbelievable.
But now that we're doing some expansion, we're gonna have a proper packaging area.
I got the stamp. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
We got like a fucking absolute no going on right now. I swear to you, bro. I hit that one time. I already knew it was a no.
I'm excited to do the. I really want to try and work with you on your when we do this. If we do the party pack that we were talking about.
Yeah, bro. You know what we'd have to do for that? I was gonna tell you. You know, it'd be really cool if we do the party pack. God, look at that. That is, burn, baby, burn. If we did the party pack, we did it where it was set up for like the summer pack. So you know how and I hate to reference them, but I'm not going to be an asshole and not. The beer companies have done this so well.
Yeah.
When summer rolls in, it's all about fun, bro. It's not even about getting drunk. They skip the whole like hangover message. They skip all that shit. They literally show you the best time, and they relate it to summer. So, bro, I think if we did like a summer pre-roll pack, and marketed as like you go to the beach. you be on the sand, like they do the shit that Michigan people do in the summer. That's like, to me, that would be like the
driving a convertible.
The home goal. Yeah, we got no, that's the Ferrari convertible side. But yeah, the convertible, the Mustang, any of that kind of shit that symbolizes, true Michigan, downtown, Belle Isle, like any of that shit, bro, that people connect to, like put like a scenery on the path. I think that's like the future wave, bro, because what that also signalizes is that it's not big ass corporations. Yeah. Because big corp doesn't put shit like that out ever. Like look at Covert Cuffs, bro. That you can tell that's local. Like, you know what I mean? They don't have the big boy like Sky Mint. Like you can tell it's like a craft run.
Well, man, they got the Detroit and Covert Extracts right there on their logo. I mean, I have mad respect for that. Like,
that's the homie. That's who made it.
That looks really good.
So yeah, I think you're absolutely right, dude. I think when we do this collab, and then the winter, bro, I think we do like the cabin, like the sealed up house. You know what I mean? The I don't want to go outside. I know how damn cold it is. Like that kind of shit, bro. That's what people miss. The fall, like actually focus on like the bonfire events that there used to be in the fall, like when everybody used to have bonfires and shit. Like, if you dial that in with a retro feel, I feel like it connects so well to a lot of people that use cannabis. Because see, that's the other thing. You got to look at like you're talking about who you're targeting, and too many people want to target like who they think the new cannabis smoker is going to be. Bro, them people already been smokers. They just didn't let people know. So there is not any of that. It's just so easy for us, I guess I should say, but it just being real and looking for what you actually want to connect with. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt. And that's a huge thing. I think that there's a big disconnect in terms of the branding that's going on in the cannabis industry. Is you have these, don't get me wrong, some of these stores, like you walk in and feel like you're walking into an Apple shop, like an Apple store. Bro. It's beautiful, but does that really represent the people like that?
When we were doing Vibes, bro, we bought all these tablets, like we were gonna do this tablet system, and then it was like, no, throw all that shit in a box. We're not doing that. We're having this shit up on the shelf, deli style. Yeah. We're gonna trap this shit out like how it should have been done. And like we have pre-packed, and like the homies that are on our shelf that are pre-packed, their shit sells because they market it well. People know what's in those bags. And the people that just sell bulk, bro, a lot of people like have been like, I had this dude come in today, bro. He's like, I've been smoking weed for 10 years. And I've literally only been in one or two other shops. He's like, and the problem is whenever I go into them, they want to like tell me what I should get. He's like, I've been smoking. He's like, I need to be able to tell you what I'm looking for, and you need to be able to tell me. And it was funny because I was waiting to see like what kind of smoker he was, because in my mind there's like either a gas smoker or like a fruit smoker. And there's, they're looking for one of the two. And that literally cuts the store in half if you've done it right. So people don't even know like the key questions to ask for marketing for weed because it's so new. Yeah. But you just got to think like, when you were like not about cannabis, what did you look for when you got your weed? It's not too hard. So I salute you for being able to put a gameplay together.
With as a grower too, we have to market to two people. We're marketing to the end user who's going to be using the product. We're also marketing to the dispensary owner. Yeah. So it's really
or the marketing kid. If he don't like the weed, if he can't market the weed because it sucks, that his job is real hard. I'm just being real. So no, you're absolutely right. There's multiple ways on how to look at that, because like everyone's like, oh, there's like all this influx of weed and no weed's moving. No, bro. Good weed doesn't sit around. I've never had a motherfucker call me and be like, bro, I just have so much good weed, I just don't know what to do with it. No, this shit is gone, bro. Good weed, like, sells itself. Like, the good bag and stuff, that gets people to try it. And once they know it's good weed, they're always coming back to it. The branding, to me, just keeps it fresh. It keeps it unique, keeps it a different experience than just buying weed.
Right.
But once you've captured the customer by the quality, you should have them for life.
Without a doubt.
And that's what you're saying about the signature strains too. Like when we do have
because if I'm fucking with you for the slurricane and then you drop the slurricane, I might not want to fuck with your stuff just because I'm so mad that you took away what I liked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a tricky balance. But on the same note, what if the slurricane's only yielding a tiny bit? It's not producing right. Yeah. It's a son bitch to grow. People don't get that end, and as a consumer, they don't care.
Right.
So it's a balance, bro. It really is.
But that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about the genetics. That's why we're always looking for more genetics. And it's my partner and our operations guy. They're on a hunt right now for some new genetics.
It's the most important thing to do, bro. Because you look, the runts wave came, right? Before that, it was the gorilla wave, right?
Yeah.
If you're predicting, if you're a gambling person right now, most likely you're gambling on an apple wave. Because you're seeing a lot of apple strains come, or you're gonna gamble it's gonna go back to like a true grape type way. Because the lemon's already played out, like it's already kind of had its way. Orange will always be, certain people that love orange are always gonna buy orange. But the next wave can only go so many ways. Apple, and not even apple fritter, bro. I'm saying like something new with apples in it. Mark my words, that ends up being the next kind of wave. It just will be. You go to Cali, if you fuck with Cali people, they're already watching this like, Jay, you saw this on my shit. Yeah, absolutely, bro. When I saw like Compound and I saw the Cali homies start fucking with Apple, it was pretty easy to predict it. And then when I finally got a hold of some of the like apples and grapes, the shit they're talking about, it's unique. And I think that's what people look for. After marketability comes to uniqueness. Think about like Gorilla Glue, bro. I've done smoked so much fucking glue. That might have been glue. That might have been why that shit got put out. That could be good weed because I sourced that. I'm sure I picked it out of a batch to try. And I didn't grab something that looked like shit.
Yeah.
I smelled it. I fucked with it. So that might have just had a glue cut in it, and I'm just done with glue, bro. You hand me glue, I put it out. It's not disrespectful to the grower. It's not disrespectful to nobody. I'm done with glue. And I feel like Michigan and weed smokers have that phase where they go through where they want something new.
Yeah.
And if you're able to guess the new wave, bro, hats off to you, man. Like you go to Arizona, right? All the edibles that are in Michigan, they don't matter. You know what matters there? Cocoa nugs. Because in Arizona, they're medicated. That's all people, but bro, it's crazy. I literally hung out for an hour at my man's shop. Shout out Mitt for having me. And that's what they want. I mean, they'll buy gummies, if they're suggested, but the cocoa nugs, bro, they want the caramel salted cocoa nugs. Don't want anything else. And I thought to myself, like, damn, dude, I've never seen that in Michigan. I mean, sure, we've got the Kiva ones, but I've never seen cocoa. You know what I mean? They don't have a contract in Michigan. So when you look, it tells me that like people want unique because everybody can make the gummy, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody can make, this is unique. That's why he's having, I'm sure, so success because nobody had been doing this shit. So that's what's so cool about a grow like you're doing. If you're able to source the right genetics and you come through with the first cut of something, like have you guys heard of Hog?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Hog's got the Molotov. Do you know where the Molotov's from? It's from Jungle Boys. That home run. So, and that's what's cool about a grow, bro. You don't have to get it right every fucking time. If you get it right one time with the right strain, you just, and somebody sound crazy, you turn half the fucking grow into that. And now you're the king. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you were to get, and this is just my perspective, and you're a grow, you don't have to ever listen to me. If you were able to get like, let's just play it, big shout out Big Al's on this one because I'm going to use you as an example right now. If you were able to get a cut of, let's say his, I don't even know which one I want to use for this. The Mint. Like he has a strain called the Mint.
Okay.
Right now, that strain sells for average dispos in California for $4,800 a pound. There would be no dispute you would turn your whole grow into that. Because and it yields crazy. Like so when people like don't say like, oh, I'm not in it, it's not about being in it for the money. It's about being in it for the uniqueness. That strain's so unique that like, I mean, I wouldn't want to smoke it every day forever, but I could smoke it for a solid month, dude, because it's such unique. I'm going to reference another homie. Shout out Neff Sullivanless. Neff gave me this Sunset cider. It literally tastes like I was drinking cider, bro, when I was dabbing it. Like that kind of uniqueness to me is what, as a consumer, I look for. So if you're able to figure out what your consumer really looks for and then the grow is able to power you with that, unstoppable collab. And I wish the best success for you to you guys. I hope that's able to happen. It sounds like you're valuing the grow what the genetics are. You're not like, I need what yields the best. You're out there trying to source what you think will be the unique and offer your clients. Because I haven't had anyone tell me I'm growing Durban Poison. I haven't. No. I mean, I've heard it and I've seen it in the old days, but no metric grow has said that to me.
We've tested the water with it and it sold really well. We got really, like we said, really good feedback on it. And again, as soon as we know it's coming, a couple of phone calls and it's gone.
Have you ever heard of Dutch grows? I think it is. I could be wrong.
Mm-mm.
So I'm going to reference him on this because it's another unique thing I think a grow's doing. Okay. So Dutch is literally selling. He has Jesus OG. He has White Widow. He has Green Crack. Do you see where I'm going with this? Yep. He has these real retro strains. They come in the mason jar. So he's connected with who he's going for. He's going for the 50 and up buyer that is trying to remember the weed's sticky. Like he's literally going for a certain, and it's unique because I asked him, I was like, marketing guy, right? No, this is just what I wanted. So it's like, damn, dude, this guy at least, and props to him for doing it that way. You know what I mean? He wanted it to be how he wanted it. So it's just cool to see how different grows are doing different things.
The Durban poison for us, when I first saw the list of strains that we were looking at, I said to Noah, I have an office in Africa. I love that country. I'm over there quite a bit. Yeah.
Continent.
And the continent, sorry. Well, I
rules
actually go to
on
South
cannabis
Africa.
are strict there?
What's that?
Are rules in cannabis crazy there?
They're actually opening up quite a bit. I've met, I was at a conference in Las Vegas and I met a really nice young woman over there from South Africa, and she was telling me about what they're doing, and they're being very proactive on it. So she might even be watching.
Explain, can you give me a little summary? Like right now, if I were to get caught with my average daily supply of
if you get caught, that's different. I'm talking about they're slowly moving in the same direction.
Hella fast.
No,
I don't think you want to have an African.
They're moving in the same direction we are towards towards legalization.
Well, is it like states? Like is each province different there? Like if I get caught in one, am I going to be like slapped on the wrist, and then the other one, my hands are getting cut off? Like
from what I know about South Africa, that's the southernmost country. There's a smaller country within that country that's where they're talking about putting some of these licenses, but it's very preliminary.
So what would that look like though? Okay, so you get a license to sell at that point.
Manufacturer.
All right, so is it already legal there for consumption?
No, I don't. I think it is medically.
So there is medical cannabis in Africa.
Yeah.
You can get a medical card and be okay. If not, are the rules there pretty strict on?
From what I understand, things in Africa are a little,
Yeah, well, that's
different
why,
than the US.
bro.
From what I've been told, they have medical cannabis there.
That's cool. So the hope is to one day have recreational cannabis there. That's crazy, man. So continue with what you were saying. You had an office there.
Yeah, no. So the Durban poison thing, I literally just picked the name because I thought it was cool. And I'm like, hey, no, I really want to see some cool graphics around Durban poison. I didn't really know that it was going to be as popular as it was with the customers. It was luck, but I'll take it.
That's cool. So will that be one that'll probably definitely be offered in this?
If somebody wants to buy an ounce, we give them the box and the Mylar bags to go with it. The branded.
That's supplied to the dispo then?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I was getting confused. I didn't know if you were going to ship like this. Like the dispo receives these in, I scan these in, and then I sell it just like this, already all done.
Currently, we don't have the room to do the packaging. So what we've been doing is just supplying the boxes and the bags, and then the bulk flour.
That's cool. That is a cool concept.
But that's we are expanding, and we're gonna have prepackaged soon.
It's coming right from the boss, man. He said it's coming. Any other exciting announcements or anything else you wanted to let us know? Is there any new strains that we can see coming up? Is there any drops you have going in any shops you wanted to shout out? Anything?
Well, this one we did for Bud Express. It's over on the west side of the state. It's a great location, great store.
I'm gonna have to hit them up to get my carts in there.
I know. There you go. So yeah, those they bought a ton of flour when they launched the store. They launched with a lot of our flour, and they've already reordered a couple times, so it's moving.
That's awesome. That's always a positive thing to hear. Bud Express on the west side.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you guys have anything in Morenci, in any of the stores in Morenci?
Oh yeah, we sell the Pinnacle. Pinnacle's a great customer.
Shout out Jody.
MS&P.
Oh, you sounded out all the homies.
Yeah. No, we sell to 315. We sell to everybody there.
That's good. It's always
State
nice.
Line. We've never sold anything to State Line.
Pharmaco?
Yeah, never.
Must not be in. I'm just playing. No, shout out the homies still though. So anything else? Anything else you wanted to shout out?
We got you talking about like unique strains too?
Yeah, just anything you wanted to announce that's coming up. I figured I'd give you something to wrap her up with.
Yeah, no, for sure. We a huge thing that a lot of we found that our growers were talking about was the honey dewdrops we have. That's a new strain. It's not necessarily new, but if you're talking about unique.
Honeydew?
Honeydew drops.
We actually processed some honeydew at Fuego. It's crazy you say that.
Really?
Yeah.
They were saying when they were doing research online that we're actually one of the few grows. That has it.
I've never heard that anywhere else besides you saying it to me. That's why I was like, wait a minute. That's crazy.
It sells quick.
Yeah.
It's got a great taste to it if it's even anywhat remotely like the one we have too. That's wild.
So we'll have to get you a cut of that, right?
Yeah, right. We'll have to try some. Bring some next time.
No, so I mean, other than like the new strain, we'll have the pre-package. We're working on that currently. I'm really excited about where that's gonna like take the company. I mean, our community right now is, I love just like how much like how like tight knit and like how we feel. It feels like a fam, and that's the brothers. Like kind of ties all in. It's just I feel like we're just family thing. A big thing I'm trying to push now is almost like a slogan for us. I want to start going genuine flower for genuine people.
Will you guys start doing event days at that point?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Will you be doing them?
I've done. I'll be helping out with them when I can.
They can pop up and see Noah. That's what we get into.
Exactly.
Hey, you like that, bro?
I guess the big, if as far as announcements go, we do have 2 more grows coming online by the end of this year, and they'll be
good. You can send us some more flour for some more collabs too.
For sure.
Absolutely.
They went quick, man. Those collabs are always fun, dude.
I had so much fun. I did the one video.
Yeah, with the model.
Yeah, she's like my sister, basically. Funny enough, she's from South Africa too.
What?
Yeah.
Are you from there?
No.
So your sister's from there?
No, not my sister. She's like a sister,
Oh, well, I was gonna say I got to hear this story, bro.
So yeah, no, she's like a sister. I mean, honestly, like, she's probably like I'm a mama's boy, so outside my mom, she's probably my best friend. So I was like, hey, Kayla, I'll give you a free pre-roll if you come and do this video. So she came and did the video. She loved it, by the way. So I had fun with that. So
that was a cool promo for sure.
Well, me and you'll have to link up and do some promos.
Yeah, we'll do some more promos, bro. We'll take out some of the cars. We'll have some real fun.
Oh yeah, I like the idea of that.
I got a fast car here.
What do you got?
A Radical.
Oh yeah? How much horsepower?
It's only 250 horsepower, but it's quicker on a track.
Is it a light car?
Yeah, high downforce, open cockpit.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds light.
He drives a Subaru WRX.
It's blown engine right now, but it's out of action. It'll be back soon.
That's what you want to run right there.
I need the manual though. Manual transmission or nothing.
This Ferrari?
The
GT?
Yeah, I'd say I'd take the GT.
I'll tell
I
you
don't
what.
want to know what a chip in the paint on that one costs, so I'm good on finding that
I've
out.
had my Ferrari on a track like once. My Radical's so much more fun.
That one right there is fun.
Oh,
Mustang.
Yeah. No doubt.
Once you hit them 1,000 horsepowers, stupid. Stupid.
My favorite thing, you didn't ask the question, but my favorite thing about this industry is getting to work with my son.
That's father son.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So yeah, it's a good. I mean, I honestly I never would have thought I'd be in this industry, but I've met so many great people like you, Tiffany who runs the podcast, all my homies online and whatnot. I'm just honestly I'm so grateful for everyone I've met and all the people. They've helped me out, helped me realize what I want to do. Like I would never thought like this would be what I'd be doing, where I'd be, but
that's
where I'm at.
Man.
So
it's funny. My business partner Ed, when he presented this opportunity to me, I didn't know much about it, but I've learned a tremendous amount, and I enjoy it. And I love the movement. I love being part of something that's brand new.
What were you doing prior?
Engineering.
Yeah, you lucky he switched it up, bro.
he still does engineering.
It wouldn't have been as fun for you.
No, I know. So.
No, it's good times, man. Yeah. Absolutely. So that's cool. You're going to continue developing the company. It sounds like you're going to keep moving forward with the marketing and trying to brand stuff. Props to you guys. So that's a question. Will you guys be doing like eighth bags? Will it be quarter bags, ounce bags? What do you vision?
I envision eighths personally. I mean, probably or quarters, but
set a wave, bro. Go with the quarters.
Yeah. I mean,
take a pull, of course, before you do anything.
Yeah, dude. People don't leverage that the polls and stuff. We were just talking about data too. Data is everything. If you're not if you're not in touch with your customers,
yeah, people don't realize how that shit is, man. People are scared of polls because polls will tell you shit you may already have thought you knew, and then it'll reassure it,
yeah,
or it'll give you a totally mind blowing experience. And a lot of people aren't ready for that, bro. You know, they try to shut out reality.
I think it's awesome when you get slapped in the face with something you didn't see coming. You know, it's like you have this great idea. You're like, oh yeah, this is gonna work, and then it's like you do it, run a poll or ask some questions, like, and you're like, oh, so that just isn't the move at all. But you hit a 180.
We got slapped in the face with Croptober, but now we're ready for it.
Was that a hard hitter for you guys last year?
That was very hard, but now we're really focused on having the right strains at the right time at the right price, because that time of year it's hard.
I've got it to do where I can look at the logo, because we started putting the color that matches the one on the package on there.
Sick.
So like the hardcore has like, I'm sure it has like, rip the shit out of this package. I'm sure they love that. See, it has the orange to match the orange on there.
Oh,
So
dude, I love
I've
that.
got it
That's
now where I
cool.
can look at this color and be like, I know it can only be 5 possibilities, and I'm literally getting it good. This is for sure the Zowers. It's funny to be able to do that. We started trying to do it with the wax too, where you can go by the color, like red sativa, black indica, to try to make it easier, you know, connect with the consumer, because, you know, you think about it, a lot of our consumers, bro, that are adult use, they don't eat, live, and breathe cannabis like me, for example, and they're not going to be able to go, so it's white indica. See, I'm still getting it wrong. But they're not able to go in and be like, yeah, I know that I like the, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
They're just able to go and like get a general idea of what they like. And by trying to make it easier for remembrance purposes for them, we find that to be a great marketing play.
That's one of the things you're doing, right, with the bags. So it's going to be specific strains for
So
color.
the strain type, it's 3, like I said, 3 different bags, and the you'll be definitely, and it goes a little more into the actual design itself applies to the strain, like almost like a personality of what if you could imagine what the strain is as a person. That's kind of what I know it sounds kind of whack probably, but it'll all turn out when you see the
Bro,
final
it's to
product.
each his own. That's the best thing about branding. You make your brand. You make the things you want to make happen. So, like, people trying to say that shit's stupid, bro. Like, if I would have followed the way everyone wanted me to do things, bro, I would have never got where I was. So, no, I'd do it your way, bro.
Yeah.
Even when it seemed like it might be fucked up, still just push through it, because, like I was telling you, you don't have to get it right. Same thing with his grow, like the strains, bro. You only got to get it right one time. These motherfuckers these days have come up off of one strain. Like, one strain can make or break a grow now, bro. Like, think about the dudes from Runts before Runts. They, no offense, who were they?
Yeah.
Like, and they're cool. I'm not trying to talk shit in any way. I think the shit, I'm good friends with a couple of the people. So, like, all I'm saying by that is, like, they hit it big by that strain. Now, don't get me wrong, they're having home runs. They had a strain they just did called New York, 600 an ounce. Sold it the whole way through. That's 96 a bow.
Oh yeah.
So when you look at the way that like, you know, craft can be done, like I was telling you about these beers, $9 a beer. And it's funny, I'm sure where they're making them at, they're probably only like 7. So my man, everyone's making a little bit of money on it. You know, that's how life works. But when you dial in that one strain and people really know you for that one strain, it makes it so much easier to have a follow-up. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like when Seth Curry gets hot on the court.
Yeah.
He just keep going. And I feel like, you know, like you said, the Durban, you hit with the Durban, right? Maybe you bring in something that's similar to the Durban and they just blows up even more. So props to you for having, you know, your first, you know, hit. That's always a good feeling, man. That's always a nice feeling. I know we've dropped certain flavors that I've had and I was like, man, we got to get this back. And then we lost it and try to keep them, man, because people love them once you have them. Oh, that's the homie.
For sure.
Anything you want to wrap it up with, brother? How long should they look? How long do you think till the bags hit? Just ballpark. You're not being held to
I'd
it.
say, like we said, we want to be ready for Croptober, so I'd say sometime end of summer, early fall.
3 to 5 months.
Yeah, 3 to 5 months.
That's how shipping works these days. You ain't gotta tell me.
Oh yeah.
3 to 5 months. Be ready. They're coming with some new stuff. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
for
out.
having us.
Really
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
you guys
Thank you.
having out. Blazed Canna, you know what it is, man. Make sure you check out the new Fuego cards too.